welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Foundation and the Killawatt Highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife. And honestly, I was so excited when I heard that Rihanna was coming out with makeup. I was like, oh my god, because I love Rihanna. Like, I support her, she's bae, and I just wanted to support her in any way I can. And I always try to go get the Fenty slides, and I've been unsuccessful a lot of times, and they don't come in half sizes, so it was really hard to even like find a size for me to wear. And I'm so glad that she included all ethnicities and skin colors, and I'm honestly so excited that she has so many shades for women of color and also lighter women, because I feel like foundations usually come like shades of like 10 or 20, but not 40. Like, you really took your time to see which ethnicities and which undertones needed what kind of formula. So I'm so happy about that, and that she focused just on like foundation and stuff like that. It really shows that like she truly cares about her customers. And when I went to the Sephora, a lot of the darker shades were completely gone, which, I mean, clearly other brands are not making shades for women who are of darker complexion. So I really think that was so dope of Rihanna to do. And honestly, I went to a bigger Sephora in a mall, but the mall also had JCPenney, and I was like, no way they're gonna have it in JCPenney, because you know how there's a Sephora inside of JCPenney. I was like, no way they're gonna have it, because they usually don't have anything that's new. But I went there and they had all the Fenty Beauty, all stock. I was so disappointed that I didn't go there first, because I literally had to be pushed and pushing people just to get a foundation or even try it. And the highlighters, I couldn't even find the highlighters. I literally had to go down. It was on the last shelf, which nobody saw. Everybody was looking for the highlighters, and I was like, it has to be somewhere. And I bent down and I went to the left side. It was like in a little corner, but you couldn't see it because everybody was standing in front of it. And I was like, oh my god, I found the highlighters. And I guess I said that so loud, everybody came running over to that side and picked up all the highlighters. So I literally got one of the last ones. And in the JCPenney, they had all the products stocked, and there was like nobody there. I guess everybody thought the same thing, that they wouldn't have it in JCPenney, Sephora, but they did. And I thought that was really cool too, because she got it stocked in like all the places, which other brands usually don't even bother to put them in smaller Sephora. So I thought that was really cool as well. So if you want to see what I thought of the foundation and highlighter, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a review of the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna foundation and Killawatt highlighter. So I got the foundation in my shade, and I got the Killawatt highlighter in Trophy Wife. I eventually found out my shade, and I didn't ask anybody. I just tried to match it myself, and usually I ask the Sephora workers, but this time I was like, you know what, it's too packed in here. Let me just try to find a foundation and get out as quickly as possible. And you gotta be careful, because on the bottom of the foundations, like, people put them in places, but that won't be the foundation number that is on the foundation. Like, I'll show you an example later on. So starting off, this is the foundation. It comes, as you can see, I already opened it because this is a review. I've been wearing it ever since it launched. This is the box. It's just a nice clean packaging, sort of like kind of like a graffiti packaging. So it just says Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. And I got this in the shade 360. So this is how it looks like. It is a glass bottle, so don't drop it. It's a little glass bottle, and on the back it just says shake well. Pull the cap off like this, and it has a pump, which is really nice because I know a lot of makeup brands sell the pump separately, so I'm excited that she included the pump. I do have a clip of wearing the foundation for 12 hours, so I'm gonna include that clip right now. So this is how my makeup looks after 12 hours of wear, and as you can see, the foundation is still on my face, but it came, because I do touch my face throughout the day, so it came off and like the bottom areas like here, but for the most part it lasted, and the highlighter also lasted. I mean, it's not as much as I put on before, but it still lasted a decent amount. Okay, so as you can see from that clip, it is a long wearing foundation. Now I'm gonna put the foundation on right now so you guys can see how it works. So I just take 2 pumps to the back of my hand. So that's all I put. I know some people put a lot more than this, but this is just how much I put. There goes a brush. Sorry if I'm looking like down. I'm just gonna put this on real quick. So something I noticed about this foundation is that when you put it on your hand, it doesn't run. Like wherever you put it is where it stays. So it's not like super liquidy, and I feel like that's why it is a long wearing foundation, because it's like tacky. So it really like sticks to where you put it, but that's also a con because as you'll see in a second, when I blend it out, it's kind of tough to blend out because like legit where you put it is like where it stays. This is how I usually put on my foundation. I just dot it all over my face. That way I feel like I get sort of like an even coverage. So whatever excess I have left, I just take on my neck and just rub it in. So now I'm gonna blend out my foundation with a damp beauty blender, and Rihanna does sell her own beauty blender, but it's not shaped like this. It doesn't have a point. It's like sort of flat, so like it goes like this. It's like a flat, smooth surface, but I didn't really see the point in buying that because I do have beauty blenders, so I don't really know if it makes a difference. I don't know if that the way that sponge is made is easier to blend out with her foundation, but this is the beauty blender I'm using. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are using it with the beauty blenders, so yeah. And as you can see, it's kind of like tough to blend from where it is. It's like not blending even, so it does take a little bit more time to blend than my MAC Face and Body foundation or like any other foundation. I find myself like going over where I put foundation already just to make sure it's blended, because it kind of looks spotty sort of when I think it's blended. And I do feel like this foundation shade is like one shade too dark for my complexion, but I might go to Sephora and return it. I'm thinking about doing that. If it was summer, I would honestly just keep it. But since it is about to be fall and I'm only gonna get lighter, I figure I might as well return it. So this is just the foundation blended out, and I do feel like blending it is a little bit of a problem because it does get spotty, like wherever I put the foundation is where it stays, and that's one thing I do not like about this foundation. But again, the pro to that it is a long wearing foundation. So this is how the foundation looks. Just the foundation. I have not put any product on it. This is just it blended out. And I do feel like it is a good coverage foundation. It definitely does feel like a soft matte. The other day I was feeling it because I was like, how can I describe this foundation to you guys? And I didn't even know that the box said that it is a soft matte. But yeah, it did honestly feel like a soft matte. It feels very lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So it does say on the website that it is a medium to heavy coverage concealer. I definitely don't feel like it's a heavy coverage concealer. If anything, it's more on the medium side. It does cover up a good amount of blemishes, but I do feel like I have to go back in and put concealer on like blemishes, like any acne blemishes or anything like that, I definitely do feel like I have to go put concealer on it. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will get back to you guys when it's time to do the highlighter so you guys can see how the highlighter looks. So I'll be back in a sec. And just like that, we're back. So a few things I forgot to mention about the foundation. It retails for $34. I honestly thought that since it's Rihanna, you know, she could easily price point it at like $45, close to $50, and she'll still get sales because honestly she's bae, she's still gonna get sales. But I thought that was really nice of her to market it at $34, which is not too expensive but not too cheap. That way she could still get a profit, but it's still affordable, and I think that was really cool of her, you know, really down to earth. And also another thing, I noticed that it says shake well, and on the packaging it also said shake well, and I never used a foundation that said that before. I'm not sure if that says that on a lot of foundations, but I never saw a foundation say that before, so that was an interesting one. And actually I think I forgot to shake my foundation before I put it on. But anyways, just make sure you see the shade right here in the bottom. Probably can't see it, but the number of the foundations right here. So when you're in stores, make sure you flip it over and look at the bottom one to see what number it is, because I was about to get this shade was actually placed in 370. Yeah, this 360. This shade was placed in 370, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm shade 370, but then when I looked at the bottom, I was like, oh no, it's 360. So actually I think I might go get a lighter foundation because this seems a little dark. And this is everything on my face except highlighter, and I'm about to put that Rihanna one on. But so let me do a close-up on how it looks. So this is how the foundation looks like, and it does wear good. And as you can see, I covered up like all the blemishes that I had, and I'm really glad that Rihanna just came out with like foundations, highlighters, contours, and not so much like eyeshadow palettes and eyeliners and mascara yet, because I feel like she took a lot of time to fully make all these like foundations and put a lot of effort into having such a wide variety of shade ranges. I mean, she has 40 shade ranges, which is pretty impressive, and I feel like that's awesome of her, because I know a lot of makeup companies don't have a lot of shade ranges for darker women. So moving on to highlighter, this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Kilowatt highlighter, and as you can see, packaging that matches the foundation, and it says Fenty on it in graffiti, which is honestly, this packaging is so Rihanna. I'm so glad she did it this way. It's nice, clean, and simple. And I got it in the shade Trophy Wife because I felt like this is the shade that I would use. So it just comes in a plastic packaging, unlike the foundation, which is glass. So this is how it looks like. It says Fenty Beauty on here, and it says in the shade Trophy Wife, and the color on the back is the color of the highlighter. And the only part I don't like is this is the opening for it. So as you can see, it's kind of tough to open. Like, I didn't expect it would be this hard to open, but it's kind of hard to open. I don't know if it's because I have like makeup and primer on my hands, but just like making it slippery. But this packaging does have like sparkles on it, kind of like has like holographic sparkles. So this is how it looks like. It's just a big pan, and it has a mirror, and it says Fenty Beauty FB, Fenty Beauty, and that's it. The only thing I don't like about this is that it goes like halfway. I like when it goes like fully all the way back, but it's whatever, I guess. And honestly, this mirror is actually a good mirror. I feel like a lot of companies put like crappy mirrors, but this is honestly a good mirror to use. So this is a pressed powder, and I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but it'll be somewhere around here or in the description box below. But it is a pressed powder, and it does come out glittery, which it's hard to explain. It's not like any other highlighter I've ever used before, but it comes out like a loose glitter, and you'll see when I put it on how it comes out. And one thing I learned about this highlighter is you cannot go in with the heavy hand. You have to be careful where you place it, is a really super pigmented highlighter, so a little bit goes a long way, and you have to be careful where you place it, because if you just go like this, it comes out as a loose pigment, so it flies everywhere and it'll go like underneath your eye, and it's just gonna look bad. So again, I apologize if I'm looking like sort of this way, because that is where my mirror is. So as you can see, I'm not gonna go in with it harshly. I'm just literally gonna do 2 swipes, 1, 2, that's all I did, and you're gonna see the payoff from that. And honestly, you can see how pigmented that is. That is crazy pigmented. Like, seriously, 2 swipes. Usually I have to like swipe, 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 swipe for anything to come off for a highlighter, but this is honestly so nice. And honestly, what I like about this is that you could see like how it just glides. It's just a swipe of glitter, and it just like, it's honestly like airbrushed on. And as you can see, it doesn't like cling to the little like micro pimples people tend to have here. I know a lot of highlighters do cling to that, or like dry patches or stuff like that, and I hate that. So I'm really happy with the payoff from this highlighter and the way it goes on. And as you can see, it's insanely pigmented. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side. Again, I just did 2 swipes. So I don't know why, for some reason I always suck doing highlight on that side, but and whatever is left I'm gonna put on my nose, because again, it is so pigmented. I'm not even gonna go in with another swipe. I know it'll be too much for my nose, so I'm just gonna go in with whatever is left at the edge. And I don't even need to go back in because it is so pigmented. As you can see, my nose highlights on. The highlighter is literally the color of like gold, like how gold looks like the jewelry you put on, how it would look like. And at first I was hesitant about this highlighter because I was like, that is way too gold. Like usually I go for like a champagne gold, like champagne pop or something like that, and this was super, super, super yellow. But I honestly love the way it looks. So this is the final look. I'm honestly in love with these products, and I can't wait to see what else Fenty Beauty comes up with. And I know my girl Rihanna is gonna kill it anyways. So let me know what you guys think of these products, and if you tried them yourself or if you bought it yourself, how you feel about it in the comments below. And if this video helped you in any way, please like and subscribe. That would really help me out a lot. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.